Welcome back, Village, to another episode of Jedi Learning with Babakin 2. And today we want to do something a little bit special. We have an ancient wisdom teaching for you, and it's not necessarily about the things that we usually discuss on this channel. It's about love. Now, love is one of the most important social skills that any person can have because it's not limited to a sex, to a family, to a friend. Love can go anywhere. And since you are in the month of love, which contains a lot of the holidays that seek to fulfill that love, we thought it's very important that we drop this wisdom lesson on you today. Now, this actually goes out to the men, but women can heed this wisdom lesson also. And that wisdom instruction comes to me because a lot of times in my counseling sessions, especially with adolescents, they are suffering from depression, anxiety, and a number of other conditions. But that problem usually arises because of the opposite sex. And what's happening nowadays is it's usually the females who have more than one friend, either that boyfriend or a special friend. And sometimes the guys are unable to control how they respond. So, without any further ado, what does this wisdom lesson teach us? Well, the wisdom lesson goes a little bit like this. If you are a man and you have a friendship or a relationship that you want to endure with a master, a brother, a father, cousin, nephew, even a son, be careful about approaching women in his house. This can only lead to disaster. Unhappy is the home where this might happen, and unwelcome is he who intrudes on that home. There has been millions of men who have tasted that moment, which is like a dream. And then that moment ends up in death when that dream is finally realized. Because lusting after women will get you in trouble in more ways than one. And one of those ways is jealousy. If not from the same sex, which is another male, it's from the opposite sex, which is another female. Very, very thin line between love and hate. And as a matter of fact, they are two sides of the same coin. In order to love somebody, you have to be able to hate them at the same time. In order to hate somebody, you also love them. People used to say they hated Trump so much. They hated his guts. But at the same time, what they were doing was showing him love. Because to have somebody manipulate your emotions and put that much power and pressure into how you feel day to day means that your emotions and attachment to that person are extraordinary. Whether that comes out as extreme hate or extreme love, it is just two sides of that same attachment. You need them to get through your everyday life. And when that attachment is broken or it looks like it's going to be severed, people respond sometimes irrationally. Love is very, very irrational. It's the only time people can go insane, sanely. So when you think about these things, men have to be very, very careful, especially if they want those relationships to continue, about approaching other women in other men's homes, especially ones that are very, very important to you and that you want to see continue and that you want to see prosper. Now, whoever advises you to do this gives you poor advice, because I know your mind is telling you no, but your body is telling you yes. But you have to remember, it is a relationship you are after. Not that fleeting moment, not that desire, not that lust, not that dream. And the last thing I have to say about this is, there was an old saying that said, if you give everything up for 1 year and you focus on your craft, whatever that may be, you will become a master at that. But there's a caveat. You have to be able to give everything else up that are considered vices. And one of those vices, males, are women. So many men have failed after the lust of women. And one thing you should know is if you fail because of the lust of women, there is no affairs of yours that can prosper. So take this wisdom lesson to heart, implement it, and you will see your relationships endure, get stronger. That trust, the bond, will become unbreakable. Now, this is Babakin 2 with another wisdom instruction, another social skill brought to you through Jedi Learning, where we resurrect communities through superior education, and we let you know that anyone can learn to learn. Peace.